Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Veronika from OnSinch support team, and welcome to another webinar from our support OnSinch onboarding series. Today we will take a look at our feature schedule. It's not new feature. I'm sure that you all already know this feature. It's been around for a while now, but our focus today is to take a look at to kind of overview of this feature. I will share with you some tips and tricks how to manage shifts and your staff members here. And maybe some of you are using it. Maybe you are thinking how to use it even more. Maybe you have some new team members. We have also some new administrators here. So we will take a look at the whole feature, and I hope it will be useful for you. As Marketa mentioned, the session will be recorded, so you can then share it with your other team members or maybe new team members, so it can help you with onboarding them. Also, as some of you, maybe you were using until now the old page, the staff timeline. This page is going to be gone soon. So that's why we also think that if you're not really started to using the schedule fully now, it's maybe about the time. So today we will take a look at how you can manage your events, shifts in scheduler, how you can manage your staff members, how you can communicate from scheduler, how you can track empty positions, how you can allocate staff members or remove them from the shifts, and overall how it can help you in your daily scheduling processes. So I will now start sharing the screen with the schedule. Hopefully I will get it correctly. Yes. So hope you see all my screen now. I can see, yes. So the schedule is available here under section work and schedule section. For this sharing purposes, I will zoom a bit so you clearly see all the lines. So maybe your experience on your screens can be a bit different. You will see more boxes with shifts. So it always also depends how big screen you have and how you have set the dimensions. Also, to maximize the viewing part of the schedule, let's click here on the top left corner to hide the side menu, so we can really focus just on the schedule. So what schedule actually is? It's an interactive calendar-like feature where you can manage shifts and your staff members at one place. As a comparison to our regular menus, where you can access orders, jobs, and shifts as in a way of list, and staff members in a way of list, this is a calendar place that combines all of these sections together. When you open the schedule, on the top you see your events, shifts, and jobs, and on the bottom part you see your database of staff members. There's a boarding line in the middle, which can be moved. So if, for example, you at the moment want to focus just on the shifts and you don't really need to see staff members, you can here on the right side click on collapse, and the staff list is hidden, so you can focus more on the schedule. And the opposite also, if you want to see your database only at the moment, you can drag the middle line on the up part and you see just the staff members. So we will now start and first take a look at the shift part. Let me here on the right side just filter some days. We have today 7, so let's take a look at today. So here we see every column is a day and each box is a shift. You might also notice here that we mark whether the shift is part of the price quote or provisional order, so you clearly see whether it's really confirmed order or whether it's, for example, price quote that's still pending to be confirmed. Now, there are many options how you can filter the shifts. As you can see, I have quite a lot of shifts and maybe I would like to focus just on something. So for that, you have vast filtering options here on the left part under this filter icon. We can now hide the staff members for now. So we have here a full text search that is searching by keyword across the jobs. So you can search, for example, by keyword, for example, London. I can search all the jobs in London. Or if you are used to structuring the shifts, for example, load in and load out, if I just type load, you can see that the view is changing and I can see all my load-ins and loadouts. So this is it, searching by full text, by keyword. Then you can search by job, for example. Very handy, I personally like it's a location. So for instance, if you have some arena where you are doing a lot of jobs, you might want to see just these jobs, how they are spread over the week. So you can just add a location. And you can add more locations. So that's very handy when you, for example, have, as I mentioned, the big arenas, and you have 2 locations. Let's say one location is for the north entrance, the other one is for the south, because you choose different pins when setting up the location. You can choose more locations and view the shifts at once together. Another very handy filter is company. That's very handy for your biggest clients. If you want to see just jobs from a certain company and not the other ones at the moment, you can filter by companies as well. And one of the most used filter, of course, the professions, to see just, for example, here I have stagehands profession or others. You can also choose more professions. So again, if you, for example, have multiple technicians positions, such as light technicians or sound technicians, and you want to take a look at the shifts that includes all these positions, you can pick more professions here. Another very handy filtering options are by supervisor. That's very handy for your team when you have coordinators who are responsible for certain jobs. They can filter out just their jobs. For example, here I will filter by me, and you can see the view changed again. So they see their jobs. For the sales team, on the other hand, might be handy to filter by order manager to see how many orders I have this week, how they are doing, how they are filled. And related to that, you might want to also need to filter price quotes. When you open the shift and job filter, by default, basically, it shows everything apart from canceled positions. That's what we thought, that you usually don't want to look at the canceled positions. And all the others you can decide. So in the scenario when I'm going to check my empty positions and I'm ready to schedule staff members on them, I don't want to see price quotes, because as you know, you can't put staff members on price quote. It's not confirmed order yet. And here on my Friday, I have some price quote. So I can just filter out that I don't want to show price quotes. Or on the other hand, I can put yes. That can be handy, for example, to see how many price quotes you have for upcoming week. And at the same time, you can take a look at down to your staff member list to see potentially, if all the price quotes are confirmed, how many available staff members you have for these jobs. And the same you can filter by provisional order. Very handy filter for this, as I mentioned, the scenario when you are filling empty shifts, to see just shifts that include some empty slots. As you can see, for example, today, that's happening today, so it's all filled. But for example, tomorrow I have here one shift which is already full. That's indicated by these icons that are representing occupancy versus capacity. And if I click on this to show just empty slots, you can see that my view changed. And here I can see the shifts that probably needs my attention. Another handy filter I like is to show hidden positions, because if you are combining hidden positions and visible positions, Those visible positions, most likely in the best scenarios, gets filled by themselves, by staff members. But hidden positions, nobody can see, so it requires action of some administrator. So that's why you can filter just the hidden. So your filter combo here can be, for example, to show me orders that are not price quotes, where is something empty, and if the positions are hidden. And I can see that my shifts are here, and these are the ones that maybe prioritically I should take a look at. So you can here play with the shift filters, and if you just want to start over, you can click on clear all filters, and everything is back. Now on this view page, you can see that this is one shift, this box is also one shift. And especially when you are using terminologies such as load-ins or day ones or morning, even though that here is written clearly which order this shift is part of, you might get lost. So that's why we have here option. It's next to the filter button to group these shifts. So let's open this option, and let's say I want to group by order. I group by order, and you can see that this is a gala order, number 21, and these are the shifts that are part of it. If I scroll a bit down, again, I have here big order for a concert and this shift, etc. So here you can see how the shifts are kind of like which order and how many of them together there are. If you also are using linking positions into groups, it's indicated by this chain icon, but it can be 2 shifts, it can be 5 shifts. So if you click on the chain icon, the scheduler will highlight the connected shifts. I can also group by job. And for example, here you can see my sample order that's called All-Star Concert. It's separated because my structure is that I have 2 jobs. So this is a small stage and load-ins here, and this is the main stage and the shifts here, but they are part of the same order. So the grouping is great when you want to see it also project-wise. Let's skip back now to none. So these are the shift filters. And the same filters you have, not the same, but on the same place, you have available for your staff members. So let's take a look at what we can filter here. Basically, this filter is mirroring more or less the staff list where you can also filter. Additionally, here you have full text search. That's very handy when, for example, you have a couple of your best staff members or that they are very active. You can check their schedule. So I can say, how is our Harry helper doing this week? I can just start typing the name. And here on the right side, I see his schedule, so he's pretty busy. Additionally, then you can filter by all other things, such as gender and, of course, a well-known profession to see the teams. And as you are used to also from a staff list, you can filter by availability. Now, by default, when you open the schedule, depending how many days you are looking at, it's always set to current range. So it shows you staff members that are available somehow in this range. But you can switch to custom. You can enter your own dates to adjust the filter. And as you are used to, there are also options to filter those that have some calendar events. If we scroll down, you will see that we have, for example, here Nikki Need, set unavailable, some person with job demand. Here we have also some unavailability, so you see it at this place. I can also mention that here in this work plan of the staff members, you see also appointments. These are these green boxes. You cannot manage them really from here, but they are shown here because it's important when you are scheduling the staff members to avoid some double booking. So they are shown here. Another filters are also people attending certain jobs or events. And I really also like this filter, and that's people who have logged in to the system at least, for example, 1 month ago. So that can be very handy when you need to schedule something really fast. probably people who have not logged in really long time, they might not be that fast in responding. And as you are used to, in the bottom of the page, we have also requirements where you can find the same way as you filter in staff list, filtering by badges. So I can filter, for example, my senior workers or somebody by rating. Or for instance, if you have people with contract, for example, full-time employees, which maybe you want to see as a group, to see how they are really occupied, if they are working a lot or not, you can create this group and view just these staff members. And again, you can always clear all filters to get it back. The last button here are canceled positions. That can be handy. I think I have here. Yeah. By default, it's not shown again because it's not really needed when scheduling, and the page then can be like overflooded. But sometimes you want to show it. For example, here we have water range and when they from canceled position. So you can from time to time take a look at, and you will see if somebody maybe is had canceled shift twice this week. So maybe you would consider prioritize them when putting them onto another shift or something. So that's available here under this under this button. And here you can also sort the list. So if you are used to by first name, last name, or if you are using rating system, you can also sort by rating. Now, these are the filters where you basically here you set the criteria, what you want to see. And a second part is that you can decide how you want to view the data and how detailed. So let's go back to this week. And for that, we will go here on the top right corner, first to view settings. Now, if I close it for now, as I mentioned, this is the box of one shift. And you can see I can have here 10 shifts. But from this view, I can take a look at the time to see how the shift is long, but I don't really see it as like over the span of the day. So if I want, I can go to view settings and click on time view. And it will switch to, I will show it to you a little bit smaller, so it's visibility. You can see that the shifts are shown over the day on the time when they are, so you have more overview about when they are actually happening. And this is the simplified, just the shift. Now, this important view is how we want to see the positions. If we switch to none, you can see that this is a shift, this is my box. I can see the capacity, 2 people, but I don't really see, is there a lead, is there a profession stagehand, or is it a hostess? I don't really know. So sometimes I want to see more of what the positions are in the shift, so I can switch here to simple. And you can see that it got a bit expanded. I have here the profession, the crown, as you are used to, is representing the lead worker or the staff leader. If we go even further with a compact, you can see that there is a photo in a bubble of the staff member. And if we go even further for really extended, that's showing each line as each attendance, each position. The empty bubbles are representing empty positions. And here we have, here in this part, if the photo is in an orange circle, it means that this person is invited to the position, but have not confirmed their attendance yet. So we keep the colors the same as you are used to from the other parts of the system. In the view settings, then you can decide what details you want to see in the shift information, meaning this upper part, and the staff attendance, the lower part. So sometimes, because when you, for example, filter by company, and you know that you're looking at the jobs of this company, maybe it's not necessary to have it in the line again. It can save some space on your screen. Or for example, you don't really care about the client who really ordered at this moment. Or if you are maybe not using rating at all, you can also remove it from the view. Yeah, and you can see that now I have the company name gone. So sometimes you want to see more things, sometimes less. So you can decide always here in this section. Now you can see that you have many filtered options and many view settings options, and it will be really pity if you would have to do it again every time. So that's why you can here save the view for next time. So let's, for example, do a simple view that's empty positions for profession stagehand, let's say. So I can here just filter my profession and my empty slots, and I can prepare it that I want to skip price quotes because they are not ready for schedule, and I can group it by job to have better overview. And I could combine it right away with the staff filter to see people who have a profession stagehand. So it's like project for stagehands and people who are stagehands. And then I can go and save the view and save my new view. I can title it jobs and crew, for example. Now, first, if you take a look at this box, I can save the view as public, and that means public for your other colleagues who are administrators. That's very handy, for example, when you are starting with Scheduler and you can prepare like a couple of default basic filters for your team so they can get used to it. And then gradually they can add and create their own views once they get used to the feature more. And now my view has been saved, and all the view are accessible here on the top page. I have already here some prepared, so you can see that I have some of them public. I title them, I filter staff members here by batch. This is my orders for just a Rockstar client, just the orders on this venue. Here, for example, my orders I filtered by the order manager, and this view is private. It's only for me. I don't really need to share with others. So when I leave the page, go to do something else, I can just go back and the view is saved. Another option is that you can save the view with the same times. Because if I save the view and I go in the schedule in 2 weeks, it will be showing me today or like this week. But sometimes I want to save, especially for festivals or big events, the exact date. So that's why we can also save it with the time. For that, I have here, for example, my order, which is R20. It's a Prague Best Festival. I think it's happening a bit later. Yeah, here's my festival. It's happening from 30 till 2nd of November, 31 till 2nd of November. So this is my festival. I can again prepare the view exactly, so it's ready for next time. I will group it by job. And this is, for example, that's quite okay. So I can go here, save the view, save it as a new Best Festival, June 25. And I will save it with the currently set date. So if I save it and go back to open orders, and then I go back to scheduler and choose this view, it will stay on the times. So these are the views, and now the next step, of course, is to do some action and to view details. Now, if you click on each box, a sidebar with the preview of the shift will appear. So you can see the description or some further information, position, composition, etc. I will just go back here. So you can here view the shift. And you can also click on the name of the staff member to see like who is Reprody. Does he have English? Does he have driving license? If you click on his name, another preview of his profile will appear, where you can browse his profile. You can see also his other attendances. And basically, you don't really have to leave the page unless you really need to do some further action with the project or going to Builder to do edits. Another thing you can also do here is to communicate. It's why I hear these 3 dots in the side view. So you can click on here. I want to send a message to this shift. So let's just click on message. As you know, we have also added recently or some time ago templates. So you can create your text template so the communication can be even quicker. So I have here prepared some IDs required. So I can send email to the staff members. I can add something and send it to them from here. I can also send the confirmation request. That's indicated also here. For example, Rob Rody has not confirmed yet some request we have sent to him. So the envelopes that you are used to see on the other page are again here displayed as well. And if you are using SMS client reminder, it's available also from here. Now the sidebars you can open also from the other part. So if you, for example, here open Blame Watchman on the side, and here I can see, oh, he is attending this show call. What is it about? You can click on that, and another preview will appear, and you can work with that further. So these are the sidebars. Now you might also need to do another action, and that is assigning the staff members to the positions. First, let's here open this order, or this shift, sorry. Here you can see that we have William Watchman confirmed and Wendy Walker invited. That's indicated by, again, well-known icon. And from here, via these 3 dots, you can resend the invitation to her or confirm attendance on behalf of her or sign off if needed. Now, if I use all the filters and views and I found my my ideal staff member, I can assign to the job. You can do it from here. So, for instance, let's say I want to fill my carpenter position. So I will filter my carpenters, and I will filter my shifts with carpenters. You can see my view is now a bit nicer. And this is the shift with the carpenter. And I can see Walter Ranch is available. The calendar view is also very handy that you can see, for example, Rob Rody here is working every day. Here is a big gap, so you can easily fill the gaps. And I can assign Walter Ranch just by drag and dropping him onto the position carpenter. And now, since this position is linked, it's 2 days, the system is now asking me if I want to assign him to all linked positions, which I want. And I can also decide if I want to require to confirm attendance from his side. And now we can see that, that he is here now. Another way how you can allocate staff member is that you drag and drop not his or their name up, but you drag and drop the position down onto their calendar. So you can, for example, drag and drop it here. Or if you open the sidebar, you can drag and drop the name onto the position to the sidebar again. So these are the 3 options how we can do it. And if you would like to remove somebody, you can do it. But if you right-click on the box, there is a sign off button. Or if you again have a sidebar open under these 3 dots, it's also sign off button. I mentioned that you can require the confirmation from staff members. Now you can untick it or tick it as you need. If you have it set by default in agency settings to be always on, it is checked by default. So this is how you can manage staff members. It's related to positions. You can also from here confirm applicants. I think I have if I clear all filters, I think I have here some position. So I can show you the, yes, I have it here somewhere, but yes, for example, here, I have a shift where I have applicants, and from here I can approve them or decline them. At the moment, you cannot add them to applicant positions or remove them from being applicants. You can do the approving and declining the same way as you are used to from the other pages. Of course, sometimes if you would like to, for example, add 20, 30 staff members to one shift, you probably don't want to drag and drop 40 people. You can then combine it. So you can have schedule open on another screen to see kind of the overview, and then you can, from staff list, assign more staff members at once or work in the builder. So it can also be, it can also serve as a general overview when you are doing something else on another page. So these are the basic functions of schedule I wanted to show you. Where also the schedule is available, not only here in the menu, but also if you go to open orders or jobs, let's say, for example, this one is a shortcut from here. If you click on staff, you can go to a list of staff members as you're used to, or you can go to scheduler, which will be now pre-filtered. If you open the filters, you can see that here is staff members who are attending the orders, and in the shift is also filtered the order, and it's available also from the job page. Also, last thing I think I wanted to mention is that here on the top left, by default, the schedule is in editing mode, so you can do some actions. But you can also switch to view mode or browse mode, we call it. And then you can't really drag and drop positions or staff members. You are just looking at the calendar. So it can be handy maybe to have some view that is not that's in the browse mode only. And of course, this work on schedule is ongoing, or no feature is ever done, probably. So we have in our wish list for future improvements. Continuously, we are working on improving the performance of the page. In the future, we would like to also bring more functions from the job page. A lot of them are already here, so we plan in the future this as well. The applicants, we already also know about this, and some other functions or configurations of the view. So we have a lot of issues from our side. We already received from some of you your feedback, so that's always welcome. We are always happy to hear what you think about it. Although it's currently it's not no of these improvements are in the active process, but we have our list. So always, if you have any suggestion or feedback, we evaluate all of them. And of course, if you are subscribed to our newsletter, you will be informed about all the news regarding not only schedule, but also regarding other features and functions. So that's, I believe, end of the presentations I wanted to share with you. Let's take a look at the Q&A if we have some questions here. Yeah, we have question about drag and drop. Sure, I can show it. Show the drag and drop function again. So let me maybe make it a bit smaller, so you see it better. So let's say we have here. So this is, for example, my shift, and to be able to drag and drop. Sorry, I forgot to mention maybe is that in the view settings you have to have at least simple, because if you have none position, the system wouldn't know where to allocate the staff member. So at least simple or the further detailed position displayed. And then you can drag the name of the staff member onto the position, or the position down on their line in the calendar. So I can undo. Or if I open the sidebar and here I have empty position, I can do it also here to move the person on the side. And I think fixed. Okay, so the problem was fixed from the questions. So just sometimes that I forgot to mention that if you have none, you cannot assign staff members by drag and dropping only from the sidebar. So the simple and further. And I think, Marketa, looking at the Q&As and comments, there are no questions. So that's, I think, maybe it. Thank you all for attention and joining us. Also, I would like to encourage you, if you think that you would like to have some webinar about some feature or some functions, you can always let us know. And we are scheduling these webinars every few months. So we'll be happy to hear also your feedback, what you would like to see, maybe areas you're not sure about, you want to explore more. You can always let us know. We can discuss it as a support separately on via emails or calls, or we can prepare something like this, some video presentation.